Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. It's your host, Millie Mills. We got an exciting show. I'm just so excited to be here because our guests this week, they're songbirds from that motion picture film of '89, Lean on Me. Also, they had so many great hits in the '90s. Let's give a warm welcome for Smooth, Kenny, Chill, and T. Riff. Woo!
What's up? What's up?
What's
What's
up, y'all?
up,
What's
man?
happening?
Oh,
What's up?
Thank you
What's
for
up? What's
man.
up,
having us.
everybody?
It's
Thanks for
so good
having
to
us.
have you
Yeah.
guys here, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much
having us. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're
Yes.
very
Yes.
welcome. You guys look great. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule to speak with us. And you guys are on the East Coast, right?
East
Yes,
Coast.
yes,
East
we are.
Coast.
Yeah.
Yes.
East
Yes.
So,
Coast.
and you guys
Yes.
shared with me earlier that the weather is pretty good there, not as cold as it could be, right?
Right. I
Right.
mean, the weather up here is bipolar right now.
Yeah. It's kind of that way in the South too. Well, enough about the weather. We want to talk about you guys. I mean, you guys are so wonderful, so awesome. Now, you started like singing in the '90s. Well, mostly like the late '80s, going into the '90s. So, kind of tell us how you got started.
Well, we can even take it a little further back where Mike, Anthony, at that time, Dwayne Jones, and Kenneth Kelly, we sung gospel together. We started off in the choir. We sung gospel. We was with Al Jones and the Gospel True Tones, Kitten Rogers, and we started off there, and
Uh-huh.
then high school. You know, we was just when I got to East Side, when we got to East Side, Joe Clark was just getting there. So he started making the news and calling himself Batman. So
Yeah.
at one point, Mike Best got caught in a hallway, because Mr. Clark walked around with his bullhorn and he knew your first and your last name. And Michael Best, what are you doing? All right, come sing the alma mater. And Mike said, listen, Mr. Clark, I'll come back and sing it for you tomorrow. I promise I got something real special for you. So he went back and got Anthony and Dwayne Jones at the time, the two brothers. They did a gospel 3-part harmony version of it and just blew everybody away. They did that for about maybe 3 or 4 days. And then me and Kenneth Kelly, we got with Dwayne and Anthony in the backyard and started messing around with it. And then
Mhm.
that's when the All Aboard came along, and we started singing it. Mr. Clark wanted that version sung, and that version in the movie they say that the music teacher wrote the song. It no rearranged it. It was us. It was our version. We
Oh.
rearranged that version, so it
Mm.
became popular when
Dope.
we met Morgan Freeman. He came to our school. I'm trying to keep it real quick.
Mhm.
Morgan Freeman came to our school, and Mr. Clark was saying they was doing a movie about him, and
Mhm.
we all interviewed for the parts of Sam's.
Mhm.
We all wanted that part, and Mr. Clark was like, "I want you guys in the movie. You guys sung the alma mater," and somehow they wrote that scene up for us, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah, let me
Just
add to what Stephen is saying. Basically,
okay.
by us attending the high school, everything basically, we became popular within the high school. So by us being a part of the high school as young, popular young men, um, we basically got written right into the movie because of the school song, like Stephen said. And from the movie, we basically got a record deal. The music director, the producer, and the songwriter basically came up with a production company called Fairshot Production. From there, we didn't have no deal at the time. It was basically
Mhm.
us signing to the production company. Once we signed to the
Mhm.
production company, after the movie, they went out and shopped us a deal. We went to one or two labels, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken, and I think the second label, the first label was what was the first label? Smooth with the Force MDs.
Oh,
Oh.
was that Mercury? Was
No, no, it
Force
was
MDs on Mercury? No.
for Force MDs. They was on a hip hop label at the time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they wanted to sign us up at that label, but they said, Force MDs was an R&B group, a hip hop group. So they said, we're going to have to pass. We love you guys, but we rather pass on you guys. And if things don't work out with Force MDs, then you guys come back and maybe we could try it again. But then we went ahead to another label, SBK Records. We went there, we auditioned the first time. Once we auditioned the first time, we got signed right on the spot. Once we got signed on the spot, we went to California. We recorded the album in 2 weeks' time. Once we did the album in 2 weeks' time, they threw us out on the world tour with Vanilla Ice. From Vanilla Ice, we started doing a lot of the great shows with the Boys II Men, the great groups like Boys II Men, Jodeci, not H-Town, High Five.
Hey, chill.
Me back. What's up?
How can you forget LL Cool J, kid?
That came afterwards.
But no, it was Vanilla Ice and LL, baby. Ooh, come on now.
So we was doing a lot of spot dates with all the groups, but like Steven said, we did 2 world tours. So the first world tour was with Vanilla Ice. Then we did a lot of spot dates, and then we picked up and we did the world tour with LL Cool J on the Mama Said Knock You Out tour. So basically everything came into play, and it was a blessing from God that allowed us as young men from the high school, from doing a movie to becoming a renowned group. And we became very popular, and we got a chance to, like I said, entertain and do a lot of shows. And within that time frame, we gathered, I want to say, 3 top 10 hits, which was White Man Can't Jump, My Heart Is Felony, and If You're Serious, which gave us, the opportunity to become a renowned group. So that's how everything basically started with the RIFF, the Lean On Me Boys.
And I'll start it from this clip that we're going to let everybody take a look at. In case you guys are just tuning in, I'm speaking with Riff. They're a hot sensation from the 90s. You guys were even Grammy nominated, weren't you?
Opportunity to be nominated for a lot of the songs that we've done. We didn't even know the White Man Can't Jump song, which was a part of the movie White Man Can't Jump with Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes, that it was as popular as it was. The producer was Dallas Austin, so a lot of things was taking place without us even knowing.
Oh, okay, so and forgive us. I'm sorry, before you show that, we forgot to mention that our 5th member, Mr. Nitty Green Best, is not with us because he had an emergency. And that's the only reason why he wasn't with us. But any other time, he would be with us. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. We got to remember him. Yes. So thank you so much. We're going to run the clip so that everyone can see how it all started just from this blessing of the appearance in the movie Lean On Me, starring actor Morgan Freeman. This is...
My. Aren't you my little songbirds from the cafeteria? Weren't they with you?
Who, these guys?
Well, I'm sure you've learned the school song by now. You better know it. Because this time, if you don't get it right, you're suspended for 10 days each. Now, is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. The school song. Let me hear it.
All right, fellas. Let them hear it.
Fair East Side, by that side will stand and always praise thy name.
Praise thy name, praise thy name.
To ever, lend our hearts and hands to help increase thy fame. Ooh, Lord, the honor, of old East Side High, cause forth our loyalty. Loyalty. So cheer.
All right. Who taught you that? Answer me. I know you didn't do it yourselves. Sam's.
What?
Who taught you this song? Speak up!
Mrs. Powers.
Mrs. Powers, eh? Come with me, all of you.
Amazing,
Damn
amazing.
snitched on Miss Powers, man.
Hey
Yeah.
man, it was either her or us. So you know.
And
Yes.
I love the Jerry curl on Wayne and Chill, but that was the highlight. That is funny.
Oh, come on, okay. Come on.
True fact about the movie, that scene right there, we shot
Wow.
that scene about maybe 52 to 57 times.
Really?
Wow.
And every time you shut it down, didn't you? Amazing. And I learned that one of the original members is no longer with you guys. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yes.
I have a clip there. Is
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yes, that's Kenny Kelly.
That's
And
Kenny
yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah. Rest in peace, our brother.
Yes, rest in peace, Kenny.
Right.
Is that him as well? That was another picture I found.
No, that's
not
Yeah.
him.
That's Wayne.
That's the
That's
one right
Dwayne
there.
right there.
Okay.
that's
But
the Wayne
that's-
right there.
that's like
So
Kenny
you
the
know,
Bad
let me.
Boss Minute
I'll
Mom,
give you
right?
an up. Yeah, I'll give you an update with Dwayne. Dwayne is a part of Shy now. So
Okay.
yeah, he decided that he wanted to move to California, so he didn't want to come back and forth. Dwayne is my biological brother, so you know.
Okay.
So that's why we got the Jerry curls, like Jerry curl. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we had that. But he decided it was no love lost. He just decided to do something a little different. So he said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and move to California. And Darnell, who's also a part of Shy, his father's name is Skip Van Rensselaer, which at that time was our manager. He's the one who basically was our creator at the time. So he helped us a lot with everything. So Darnell, who's also a part of Shy, he lives in California. So he said, you know what? I'm down 2 members. He said, I can use you, Wayne. So Dwayne decided to go while he was out in California to be a part of those guys, who are great, friends of ours. So Shy and Riff, we rock, we live, we do what we got to do. Brothers for life.
There you go. Yeah, that was another great group as well. You guys came along in that New Jack Swing era where all the groups, y'all were just, like the young people say here, smacking or popping, smacking. You guys had it going on. I used to host a Quiet Storm at K97 in Memphis. And I mean, at night, overnight, I mean, you guys kept us company. I mean, woo. Now, your next single, was it Perfect 10? Was that the next single after what was the first single that you released after your stint with the, getting signed and all of that?
Yeah, I think after that was Perfect 10. That was Perfect 10 was the first one. Yes,
first single. Yeah,
that's the one I remember playing in the Quiet Storm. So I was like, okay, I gotta let them, the audience hear this one as well. You guys, let's do it like we do on the radio. Let's introduce this single. This is the single that I guess you could say helped make a lot of babies in the 90s.
Yes.
Wow.
And this is Riff with Perfect 10, guys. Take a look.
Wow. I just seen something I've never seen before. She's perfect. Baby girl, you're amazing. Nothing short of wonderful. Everything you possess, girl. Fellas spend their whole lives looking for. Ooh, the body of a goddess. I'm just being honest. Sex appeals out of this world. And baby, I'm addicted. Please don't cure the sickness. You're the perfect girl. Perfect girl. All you do is win. You're my perfect 10. Perfect 10. It don't get no better than you. Now I don't look out and such girl, and I still ain't seen no other girl like you. You carry something different, 'cause these other chicks ain't got nothing on you. Now I don't know what you're used to, what kind of man you're used to having around, but I'm nothing like those other guys. I just wanna take the time to show you perfect, baby, you're a perfect girl. Baby, you are perfect, perfect. Oh, it don't get no better than you. Baby, you are perfect, yeah. Girl, are you perfect, perfect. It don't get no better than you. Baby, all my life I've been searching, looking for, but now that you're here, I don't wanna go and look no more, because you're standing right here, and I don't wanna search no more, because you're here, and baby, you're the perfect, perfect, perfect girl. Perfect, perfect. Oh, baby, don't get no better than you. Perfect, perfect girl. God, all you do is perfect, perfect. It don't get no better than you. Perfect.
All right, thank you guys. Woo, that was beautiful. Took me back. Wow. Oh man. Okay, let me get. You got so many people tuning in here. I just want to let you guys know that Robert, he's in Arkansas tuning in. He says that he always
Wow.
remembers the guys and Lean on Me, one of the most epic moments of the movies. Love it to this day. And you got Dijon, and let me see some of the others who are tuning in. Diane Pearson Wilkins of Eastside
Yeah.
High School, class of '89. She said, Dijon, thank you so much. Also, Darlene, one of my classmates, she's tuning in. Letitia, your managers. All right, that is wonderful. So much love. You're getting a lot of hearts and love. So
So,
that's
so,
amazing.
Yes, yes, yes.
so.
So you guys shared with me too before we came on too. We can't forget this. You guys published a book recently, right? And it's
Well,
the
actually, it's first manager who who Chill was talking about, Skip Van Rensselaer. He wrote the book. Let me see if I have it here. It's titled Six Part Harmony. Hold up, let me get that right. Yeah. Six Part Harmony, The Untold Story.
Yeah.
What he did was soon as we got to the tarmac at Newark Airport to go do this album, he started writing down journal so this is his take on
Your story.
our story through his eyes. And and Letitia, she's not our manager, she's actually my wife. She just
Okay, please forgive me.
that's okay.
She is awesome. She handles business.
Yes.
Yeah, yep, she does.
Yeah. Shout out to Letitia. Great job. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. She kept us connected through this whole arrangement. So, much love goes out to her. Yes. So now that and I also heard that you guys do a lot of, things for the community, giving back to the community, which is so important, especially with COVID and everything that's going on these days. And you guys take time out to give back. So you all can kind of just share with the audience, just some of the great things that you've done on that end.
Well, yeah. So we were actually in Patterson and Passaic, part of the Black Lives Movement rally. And we also went to do some community food bank services. And then also through my church, also we went down and we feed the homeless and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's very important that, we do remember where we come from and just let everyone know that, we care. We're listening.
And that's
Correct.
great.
And it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that we're doing. Kay probably could touch on, what's in the future as far as pertaining to RIF, pertaining to dealing with, like the kids and everything, giving back to the school system. Kay, you want to touch on that?
Yeah, I can. Probably one of the most important things I think RIF has a part of is really tapping in with our youth. It's important. Not that they don't have any guidance, but sometimes we could see as fathers and people that are in the community, it's lacking in that area. I'm not going to talk about a lot of groups, but RIF wants to be a part of making it better, at least being a male voice in the community to help kind of spearhead and lead the youth to a way that's going to help benefit them going to the future. We know how it is coming out of high school. We know how it is doing extracurricular things and just singing and having a good time. Other than that, you're going to have to learn and know how to build your family and be a great foot, in your home and all of that sort of stuff. So we want to be a great help to that. So what we're looking to do is do some scholarships and just help kids get into another realm of their life, because we know life is in stages. After your high school, you go through college. If you're going to college, if you don't decide to go to college, it's going to be in some way, shape, or form that much more difficult to find a job, or at least a job that's going to kind of benefit you. So anyway, I'm not going to get into all of it. Just know that we recognize there's a need for the Black male to be in the community and in the home and just in general. And being that we know that, providing funds, for a child's next level is important to us. So that's what we're looking to do in the very near future.
Yes, that is so important.
Yes.
T, did you want to add something to it as well on that?
Hey, I think Kenny answered that very well, but we definitely into the youth and the homeless. For me, it's the homeless. I'm very much into the homeless. I'm originally from Chicago, so with me, I've slept outside a city hall with the homeless, trying to bring awareness to the homeless. I go outside in the wintertime. I would hit up like different stores like Walmart, Walgreens, all the franchise stores, and I would sit there and buy boxes of like hand warmers and gloves, and they would also donate at the same time. And I would reach out to my celebrity friends, my regular friends. I don't care who you are, you're not too big to give to the homeless, because we could be homeless. Nobody is entitled to anything.
That is so true.
You bless. Anything you bless with can be taken away from you. So I'm really big on that.
Amen.
It's nice.
And then also with the youth,
it's nice to be nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
and dealing with the youth, back in the days, I think when we was coming up, we had places to go. There were a lot of things for us to do to keep us off the streets. Nowadays, they take away everything from you. Then they ask, why, is our youth on the street getting killed? Why we got no game? They have nothing else to do.
No
They're
safe
taking away
place.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a lot of safe
You
places.
had a lot of after school programs back in the day. All that's being taken away, so definitely trying to, help out with that as well, get the kids off the street. Keep their minds occupied.
Keep them occupied. That's so important. And channel that, any negative energy that's trying to come in, we have to redirect that energy. That's so important. Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
So you guys, of course, recently, I know you're doing that with the helping everyone, but you're also still putting out that great music. And I was doing research. I saw that your latest single, I believe you recorded, was it last year? When You Love?
When you love.
Is that?
Yes, that's the latest single that we no, let me rephrase that. The
Inspiration.
latest single we dropped was Inspiration. Prior to Inspiration was When You Love. But When You Love is one of our hot wedding records. And
Yeah.
I think all the women around the world want to be
Around the
loved.
world.
So, you know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So
Mhm.
definitely that's one of our heartfelt songs that I'm pretty sure if the ladies, the women, they listen to it, you know, if you having issues in your relation, in your marriage, when you listen to that record, guess what? It's going to bring things back together.
Bring it back together.
For the most
Yes.
part, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And we had a chance to recover Inspiration, which was done by the great group, the legendary Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So we had a chance to cover that. Great vocal skills by my man Kenny and
Mhm.
Nitty, who's not here. They
Mhm.
came and did what they had to do to the record. So Riff, we try to bring all different genre of sound and music to the people ears. You know, so they can understand that Riff is just not one type of diverse group. We can basically do anything from gospel, R&B, jazz, pop, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Reggae, um,
Mhm.
reggaeton.
Reggaeton. I like that too.
Yeah, so we bringing it, and the great thing is that we have a thing that we are about to surprise the whole music world with, because everybody individually, not only as the group Riff, but individually is going to be dropping their own single. So Kenny is he's at bat right now, should I say? So he
Okay.
already dropped a hot joint that's entitled "My Wife." He wrote it for his wife and, of course, all the women around the world.
Yeah.
So it's a very touching, phenomenal record that I think Kenny, yeah, it's his record. So I think he can explain a little bit to you.
Yeah, it's quite simple. You just said it. I mean, so
I said,
I ain't
I
gonna do
said,
too much more about it.
okay,
Wow. Well,
all
guys,
right,
we're just about out of time, man. You guys are always welcome to come back to the show. I wish we
Oh
could be here
man.
longer, man. Any
yes.
any shout outs, to your family, your wives, your children before we wrap things up? Got any shout outs?
Yes. Shout out number one to God. We give grace and mercy
Amen.
and all the praise to God for allowing us just to be in the business, you know, for even more than 30 years. We so we keep on pushing and we're going to continue to push. And shout out to all the fans around the world who's always supported Riff. And I guess the guys, yeah, I want to shout out your wives. I'm going to shout out my wife. Shout out to my wife. You know, I thank God for you.
Yes,
'Cause
shout out
I
to my
write the
wife.
music for, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to my wife and my kids. I see a bunch of Facebook users on, so shout out to all the Facebooks and prayers is gonna go to the Nitty Green's mom. You know, we're gonna pray for the
Yeah.
family and for
Yeah.
Miss so big prayers for Nitty and his emergency. So big shout.
Yes. All right. Yes. Prayers to Nitty. And for those of you tuning in, if you go to their YouTube channel, Riff Sounds, just hit that subscribe button so you can enjoy all these great videos that we've been sharing with you tonight.
No
This has
doubt.
been so great. Oh,
Right, and
man.
more to come.
More
To
to
come. You
come.
could no
Thank
doubt you
you,
can find
Miss.
us on
Thank you, Miss
every
Millie Mills.
outlet.
You're
Yes, thank
very
you.
welcome.
Thank you for
You're
your
Thank you,
time.
Miss Millie
Thanks for
Mills.
having
Thank you.
us.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
You guys have been
Yes.
so awesome. Any last words? I know we got like 30 seconds here, but anything else before we go? Any albums we can expect to pop up or anything? Concerts,
Yes.
tours, anything?
New music coming, and just go to our page, Rip Sound, at Instagram, Facebook, everything. If you want to find out anything about Rip, just go to the page, Rip Sounds Family, and it'll tell you everything that you would want to know pertaining to Rip.
But guys, we love you.
We see you. We see you, Robert Claiborne Jr. We appreciate you, man.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, he said he was
Everybody
good.
follow us, and we will follow you back.
Please.
Follow us,
Please.
Riff Sounds, follow us. Riff Sounds family.
Riff
Kenny,
Sounds.
These guys
Smooth,
they're awesome.
Chill,
Please follow
Nitty.
them. Yes, Smooth, Kenny, Nettie, Chill, T.
Terania.
Yes.
Everybody.
Thank you
And
guys
Miss
so
Mills. And Miss Millie Mills.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
and yes, yes, yes.
Again, you guys
All right.
really made my night, my weekend. You guys,
Thank you.
please stay safe. Continue to wash your hands, take precautions, whatever you're doing while you're on the road. We love you. God bless
We love you
you.
back. Yes.
All right,
Listen,
we'll see you
till
next
next
time.
time.
All right.
Next
God bless
time
you.
on Bring It in the House. We love you.
All right.
Love you
Take it
back.
easy.
All right. Okay.